رأيت الرياض رأيت السلوك بالله تعالى العظيم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رأيت الأربعين نويت الاعتكاف رأيت الخلوة نويت العزلة نويت الرياض رأيت السلوك لله تعالى العظيم في هذا المسجد. أطيعوا الله وأطيعوا الرسول وأولي الأمر منكم. This is continuation of the previous association. That all, we said summary, that all other awliya, all awliya except the one that still has the authority to speak, all the others are hidden, and that's why many of today's they reach level of scholarly ulama in the understanding of universities or schools of Sharia. There are students that they become alim. They call them ulama. Alim alim is someone who has knowledgeable. So means anyone is alim in his field. Those ulama in Sharia, they say today, oh, there is no more awliya. In their opinion, yes, because they are blind. They are ulama of letters. They are not ulama of realities. And in this association and the associations that are under the name of Grand Sheikh Abdullah Faiz al-Dastani and Maulana Sheikh Nazim al-Haqqani, it is not an association of to get a degree in Sharia. To get a degree in Sharia, there are many schools that you can go and people can go and get a degree. But there are no schools that are connected with shuyukh, sheikhs, that they are inheritors of the secret of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There were before, but they have been ordered by Prophet to be closed. They put curtains. That's what we said last time, that people cannot see anymore these hidden awliya. And there is only left one tap that can raise the listeners or the audience to the highest level of spirituality without those people are from their side, because they know, the awliya know that we are weak, that the listeners are weak and helpless sinners. So they take on their responsibility, they will raise them to their levels as long as they are sitting in their associations. That line of awliya is still open, that line. And that reached Grand Sheikh Maulana Sheikh Abdullah Faiz al-Dastani, and now, and his name is Sheikh Abdullah Faiz, one of his names. And another name, his name is Wa'iz al-Ummah. Wa'iz al-Ummah means he is the one holding the highest level of wa'z, guidance, irshad, teaching, opening what is closed, bringing realities and different manifestations addressing it to those who are being given to him as his students. Listening to him in his association, or they are not yet coming, but in spiritual means he can address them. This kind of knowledge, if we go east and west and north and south, with my respect to everyone, I can presume, you say, I can confirm that no one, whatever he is senior in this line of Tariqa, Naqshbandi Haqqani branch, whatever he is senior, he is still playing in the kindergarten courtyard. And he did not yet reach any higher level above kindergarten. Kindergarten is the level that when the parents send their children to school, is the age of the most sweet and soft age, that the children are attached to their parents, and the parents attached to their children in the situation of love only. So in a kindergarten school, you see only that kind of behavior is love. There is no training, no ready to reach to read anything from high school. He cannot, that child cannot read anything from PhD. He cannot. So it's the basic. So today, as knowledge ascends with the ascension of Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, awliyaullah are inheriting, but they are veiled. That's why they come to the ulama today, they say, oh, there is no awliya. They were before, but today no more. Yeah, of course. To you, there is no more because you cannot see them. Because this kind of knowledge is not coming anymore. The knowledge that you can find in books of Sufism might be 500 years ago, 700 years ago, 1,000 years ago, from the time of Prophet till 18th century or 19th century. These awliya are disappeared. We cannot say they are finished. No, they are there, but hidden. And the only tab, one of these main tab, is the tab of Grand Sheikh, that because of him, it's open. He didn't close it. And the inheritor of that, at that time, 1973, was Ramadan, 1973, was Maulana Sheikh, may Allah bless him, Sheikh Muhammad al-Haqqani, inherited that knowledge. And this is not something that is easy to describe. And this, what I'm going to explain, it will show you how much 40 years ago, and this ununderstandable knowledge that they bring to you, that you cannot find in books, that has taste. When you compare what is said from them and what is said today by so-called Khalifas and representative and senior murids, you feel as if someone giving you treasures, hidden treasures of all kind of precious stones, most expensive, valuable art, important messages to someone coming and giving you dirt. So, dirt, you go to the desert, lot of dirt, what you want to do with it? You don't take it. What you put it in your mouth, you throw it. It's dust, it's sand. But when you get valuable, precious stones, you can see the difference. This is a rock and sand, and this is precious stones. So, today, that kind of knowledge, although the tap is still open, of Maulana Sheikh Nazim, may Allah give him long life, but it is only open through hearts. There are different kind of knowledge. One that Maulana is speaking to people in his normal associations, mixed with all kind of ego teachings that he teaching to polish your ego and put down your ego, together with politics, mixing. Most of his lectures today is mixed with politics. Most of his lectures speak about the badness of the ego. And sometimes with the private sessions, private people who are there, he opened from the high level that he stopped opening from it. And the third way of teaching, the third group is he sent through hearts to those who can understand. That's why sometimes I don't feel as before used to give talks a lot and lectures a lot. I don't feel giving because the situation is not so great for people to listen and understand. Because if I ask someone what we said yesterday, he doesn't know what we said. It comes from in the right ear, goes from the left ear. It's not sitting there because that person is not trying to look back into his notes and his journal and make a summary of what he wrote. Because I asked everyone to have a notebook to write and then make a summary next day or after 2 days and then check it every month and see. As in the time of Quran Sheikh and Maulana Sheikh Nazim, we used to, when you were young, we used to have a notebook and a pen, not a tape recorder. Tape recorder is garbage. It's not going to make any difference. You listen in the car or listen when you are driving or going and you forget. But when you take notes and you memorize, then you don't forget. In any case, this is an introduction of what I'm going to say. And the most important is always don't give an excuse to yourself. Or if you do something good, don't try to don't show that you made a favor. When you show that you did a favor, the benefit the reward that you want to get from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is gone. When you give someone something, you give a poor something, and then you can go and spread the word. I give this one, I give this one, I give this one. So what is the benefit of your reward? Where Prophet ﷺ, he said, don't let your left hand know what your right hand gave. Don't let your left hand knows what your right hand gave. Then, or else to lose what you be rewarded for. Don't say I gave in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You give by yourself, you don't mention it. Allah said in Holy Quran, recite قُلْ إِنَّمَا أَنَا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُكُمْ.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد. فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحدا.
Allah said, Ya Muhammad, say, I am a human being like you, but revealed. I am not explaining that part, because Prophet ﷺ, in that part he's showing that, he said, I am a human being like you, but in the relatively speaking to the greatness of Allah, he was feeling shy to see himself in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You cannot say that, oh, he said that, we have to believe that he's like us. No, he's not like us. That we have to make sure. But I am bringing that to say the other one, the other part. فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ. So whoever hopes for the meeting with his Lord in the judgment day to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let him فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا. Let him do something good. And what is something good? Is to give in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is that? To help. And associate none as a partner in the worship of his Lord. Why that verse being revealed? We have to know. It's very important. It's being revealed because there was one in the time of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He used to give people and then goes outside, tell his family and tell the other, expose what he did. As if, oh, I am good, I did that, look at me. Means he is showing he did a favor to this one or to that one or to that one. You have no right. If you want the reward, you cannot say to anyone, even to your children, even to your wife. It has to be a secret between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that one that you gave to him. And that's why awliyaullah today, that is from the dunya way, that you cannot tell even to your wife, even to your child, even to your friend, that, oh, I have this one, I gave this one. That's from dunya. From tariqah, awliyaullah, when they give, they don't say we gave. That's why they hide. When they raise you, you go to their association, you sit, you do suhbah, you do zikr, and what we benefit you think to yourself. What we got. They are hiding it. They're giving it to your heart, they don't tell you, because if they expose it to you, you might throw it between the doors with any wrong amal. So they hide what they are doing. So that's why I'm going to say here what Grand Sheikh said, to put in your mind and in your heart. And to understand how awliyaullah works. Or we can keep it next time. What do you say? Yes. Then either this or the zikr. Which one you want? No, we vote. He said that whom they have, the curtain is, their awliya has this veil on them, they are hiding themselves, and only one curtain is open, which is the line of Naqshbandi Haqqani Sufi order. It is, that curtain is open. Whoever has a vision, like, for example, like the bees, they know where to go and suck the honey, the nectar. If you have such kind of vision like the bees, because the bees is inspired where she has to find the food.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأوحى ربك إلى النحل أن اتخذي من الجبال بيوتا ومن الشجر ومما يعرشون ثم كلي من كل الثمرات فاسلكي سبل ربك ذللا يخرج من بطونها شراب مختلف ألوانه فيه شفاء للناس إن في ذلك لآية لقوم يتفكرون.
That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, وَأَوْحَى رَبُّكَ إِلَى النَّحْلِ. Allah revealed revelation. The only creation other than prophets that has revelation is the bee. Allah revealed to the bee. It's hearing, the bee is hearing the revelation, that order, that make from the mountains homes. And then until the end of the ayah. If you want, we can go through the ayah and explain that it's something that is so huge when you think about it. That's why people, we are not people, all of us, we are not thinking, except everyone wants to think the way he likes. And when people think the way they like, that's why you don't see this sincerity in the relationship of everyone with the other. He said that, and your Lord inspired the bees, which Awha is revealed. Take you habitations in the mountains and in the trees and in what they erect. Means, who goes to the mountain? Why he say to the bees, go to the mountain, make from the mountain a place you live? He is describing, because the bees gives honey. They give honey only with their queen. Means Al-Warith al-Muhammadi is the queen. That with the bees around him, that honey comes. So the bees are the disciples, which becomes they have to go into mountains to have homes. And who goes into mountains to have homes? Prophet ﷺ went into the mountain, Har Hira, in the cave of Hira, to meditate, to worship. Means you go to these mountains, meditate, make seclusions, and make your homes in these mountains. And these mountains also means connect yourself. Mountains also been described as the awliyaullah, that they are like mountains, very strong, very heavy. Go to them, connect yourself to them. When you connect to them, they connect you to the Waris al-Muhammadi, to the inheritor of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then what you do that, and take from the mountains and make from the trees also homes. Because the trees indicate the life. Means connect with the mountains, which are awliyaullah doing your seclusion. Then when you connect to the trees, you are getting that sweetness of these trees, because they are green and they have life in them. Then eat of all fruits. After you do your seclusion, after you connect with the awliya, what you do? Eat from their fruits, eat from their realities. Then you are ready to be given. And follow the ways of your Lord. Why? When you have to eat the food, when you eat the food, how you follow the way? It is not the food of dunya, because when the Quran is more expandable, is more giving the big picture. You eat the food and then you follow the way. Means eat the reality, the food of the reality. Means eat the knowledge and understand the knowledge. Then you can follow the ways of your Lord, made easy for you. When you understand, when you connect with the Shaykh and you understand your ways and so on, then you can be able to follow the ways of your Lord. Then, from them comes this beautiful drink that is healing for a human being. Because you become like a wali when you connect and you study and you follow the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you become someone that you can guide the others. Then you can give them fruit to anyone. Verily, in this is indeed a sign for people who think. If you want to think, this is the way. You don't want to think, then it is up to you. I think we'll stop here. I did not say what you need to say. Let us continue better. Not to miss it. So those who reach that reality and they have that vision of certainty, like the bees, they can see the fruit coming. For no doubt, he is saying that their eyes has light and their bodies has light. Whoever in his eyes light, he is able to see. But whoever his eyes has the love of dunya and the love of seniority and leadership, he has to know that his heart is full of akhlaq al-zamima, bi asharri akhlaq al-zamima, in the worst possible of the bad characteristic or characters, his heart is full. And this comes from hasad. Because they get hasad from you, they want to be like you. They get hasad from the other one, they want to be like the other one. So hasad between always people is there. You cannot eliminate it. And that's why there are people that their hearts are full of hubb al-dunya, love of dunya, love of the leadership, love of seniority. And this is coming from the bad characteristic, which is al-hasad, he said. And now he said that if we acknowledge that in us, when we become understanding 100% that this is in us, then we have to eliminate that by sitting and coming at the door of awliyaullah and say we are nothing. We surrender everything to you. And we have to thank our Lord that He has guided us to His door. Guided us to the door of that wali. When we reached His door, opened for us, brought us in. Brought us in to the presence of the Prophet Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, where Prophet takes us to the presence of his Lord. So when we establish that relationship, we have to thank Allah now that we are at His door. And He said, that is my work, to bring you to that presence. So when you sit in my presence, speaking Grand Sheikh about himself, when you sit in my presence, it is a must on me, I am obliged to bring you to the presence of Prophet, and then from there to the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that connection is connected now, is plugged. So that line is connected. And then, but if there is a short circuit, then it is your problem how to fix it. So what you have to fix is to throw that seniority or leadership from your heart away, because it is coming from jealousy. When you are jealous, you like to be like that person, or you like that person to fall down, or if you see someone coming to that person, you go and tell them, don't go there, but come to me. And this is what we see today, people who say that there are shuyukh, they say, don't go to this sheikh, don't go to this sheikh, or don't go to Maulana sheikh, or don't go to that one, don't go to this one. That is hasan. And between the murids, there is this kind, don't do this, don't listen to that one. But between the seniors, muqaddamin, there is that, the senior murid, there is that problem also, because hasad is there. Those who doesn't have that line of hasad, Grand Sheikh is saying, I'm taking them, guiding them, putting them in that association, in that presence. And we have to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He guided us through His wali, through that guide, to reach His door, to reach Allah's door, where He will manifest His light to our realities until ashraqat, until that light like huge shootings of realities of this light into our heart. And the sign is to see that al-injizar, that attraction, that you are coming from east of the earth to the west of the earth, and from the west of the earth. من مشارق الأرض ومن مغاربها. They are coming from far east and they are coming from far west. One queen, the queen of the bees. And make us to meet in branches and Maulana Sheikh Nazim Association. And I am speaking, he's saying, my speech and my association is general, umuman. For everyone, there will be nobody on earth, not even a real mu'min, not a mu'min, but a real mu'min, more. لا تقولوا آمن يا أيها الذين آمنوا آمن. All believers believe. All mu'min be mu'min. Means real mu'min. There is not one wali around the earth, not real, even every real mu'min from a human being has to be ready to listen to my lecture in this moment, what I'm speaking now. And he will be present, they will make him to be present through his spirituality, angels to bring his spirituality in my association to listen to what I'm saying. In order to hear what I'm saying. There are some of them, they didn't reach the level of hearing. That's the hadith of Prophet. As long as my servant approaches me through voluntary worshipness, I love him. If I love him, I will be his ears that he can hear with. If they didn't reach that level, those who are hearing that level, they can hear me from far away. They don't need to come in my presence. But those that did not reach that level, they bring them into my association. And they will find this light in their hearts. And in that presence, Prophet ﷺ is present spiritually, and Allah's blessings is on that association. He said that according to that Warith al-Muhammadi, that inheritor of Prophet ﷺ, he will ask, which is describing himself, Grand Sheikh, may Allah bless his soul, and that what Maulana Sheikh Nazim inherited now, has that secret now. I'm fleeing from the note of Grand Sheikh, but it applies to Maulana Sheikh Nazim. He said that the Warith al-Muhammadi, the Prophet inheritor, will request the presence of Prophet. And the Prophet will be present spiritually. From there he will speak through the heart of that inheritor of Prophet, the Warith al-Muhammadi. And his speech, when he speaks, what he says is being heard in 7 heavens. All heavens, angels are listening to what he is saying. That has been given to me as a grant from Allah. That specialty for Grand Sheikh, that because of his Allah opened for awliya whatever he wants. He said that what Prophet ﷺ, when I request his presence, invite his presence to be there, his spirituality, he will be addressing those people who are in my association and those who are spiritually there, coming from east to west, physically coming or spiritually through their souls. When Prophet addressed their hearts, his speech will be listened, can be heard in 7 heavens and 7 earths. And the people of east and west, Ahlul Mashariq wal Magharib, the people of east and west means anyone in the universe that Allah created. At that moment, he said, in that hour, at that moment, that is the most honorable time of the week. The most best time of the week is between Asr and Maghrib of the Friday. He will be speaking to me, and I am speaking what he is saying, and it is heard by everyone. This is me. This is what Allah has gave to me. And here I put a note. That is reality of Wa'az al-Ummah. The reality of Wa'az al-Ummah, his name, Grand Sheikh between Awliya, one of his names is Wa'az al-Ummah, means he gives guidance, Wa'az al-Ummah, guidance to whole Ummah. The Ahl al-Dunya, he said, I give Wa'az by permission of Prophet ﷺ. Allah gave me that specialty to the people of dunya, to the people of barzakh, to the people of heavens and earth. Where I am Waris al-Rasul, I am the inheritor of Prophet ﷺ. And the one of the last inheritors, and the inheritor of his perfection. Prophet perfected my way. In this association, he said, we are sitting and he is standing and I am conveying. I will stop here because it will be too much for us. We leave the rest, inshallah, for next time. That is the continuation of the previous association, to show how much we are, I don't know, to express ourselves. We are nothing. We are pebbles. We are pebbles and they are diamonds. And pebbles to diamond is nothing. It's better for those who consider themselves senior murids or shuyukh, deputies and khalifa, to put their heads in the dirt and cover it. And don't raise their heads, because one time in judgment day Allah will cut their heads if their heads are going to be ego heads. My speech is to me. That speech is first to me, and then those who want to listen, those who doesn't want to listen, it's up to them. But Allahumma fashhad inni qad ballagt, O Allah, witness that I have delivered what I need to say to myself and to say, to hear from my Shaykh to myself, and those who are listening can accept or don't accept, it's up to them. They are listening, or they will hear it in the future, or they can hear it whatever time. It's not for the people here, but it's for everyone. It's for us, for me, for those who are sitting, for those who are not sitting, those who are listening, wherever they are. And they can send it wherever they want. This is, I am reading from the notes of Grand Sheikh. May Allah give Maulana Sheikh Nazim long life and bless our Grand Sheikh and give us long life to see Mahdi alayhi salam, to see Maulana with Mahdi alayhi salam.